Okay, I've made videos like this before, but I want to restate the problem. When home computing came into existence, there were a lot of unknowns. The people producing user interfaces were treading carefully. They were trying to produce things that the user would like. And that process of beginning to understand what the user could use was gradual. Mistakes were made, things were learned. And everything was going well until about the mid-2000s. In fact, before then, it was going wrong. So, to me, the moment at which it went wrong was when Microsoft went from XP to, I think it's Vista. I never used Vista, to my recollection actually, but anything beyond XP was ruined, because Microsoft went from thinking, we want to supply something the user will love, to how can we make our product use the user and direct them and control them. This, coupled with the New World Order poisonous lying agenda, meant that computing companies gradually got to the point where they were, I would say, hijacked by that notion of controlling the user. We have a big problem worldwide, a humongous problem, and it's this idea these people have that they can control humanity. That's the future, but it's not the future. It's just another attempt to control people, and people will break out of it and create new ways of being free of it. And these people will be wondering what happened, and that's just the way it goes. This isn't the first time this kind of thing has happened, but it is probably the most significant one, because these people think they can do it worldwide. All they're going to do is they're going to watch this happen. They're going to watch people just completely come up with new ideas and ways of being free of it. That's the great, amazing thing about the human condition. Anyway, in terms of user interface design, all of the lessons that had to be learned had been learned by, let's say, 2000, the year 2000, for argument's sake. All of the lessons that had to be learned regarding how to make something the user would like and that worked really well for the user had been learned. Beyond that, two problems developed. The first problem was the nefarious, intentional desire to undermine the user and to control them and manipulate them by people sitting behind a screen going, haha, I can force the user to do this by inserting this code. And then there was the problem you get when people are trying to improve something that doesn't need improving. And that's probably more what I'm making this video about. You have well-meaning software developers who have no clue what to do now because it's all been done. So they keep trying to change different things. The thing is, there are certain principles that apply to design in the physical realm that these guys haven't picked up on yet. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Keep it simple. The customer is always right. And there's another one that I think of now and then, but these principles stop designers ruining products. A spanner has been mastered. It's perfect. All right. You can't reinvent a spanner. There are variations, but you really can't reinvent it. The wheel is a good example. Now, what these fools are trying to do, because they're at a loose end, they don't know what to do, they're bored, they're sitting there, they're thinking, how can I improve? the problem is, it was all done. It's all been done. There is nothing that you could possibly do with a user interface that will make it better, and every single thing you do to it will make it worse. It's exactly the same as sharpening a blade. There is a point at which you have sharpened the blade enough, and if you make one more stroke, you'll actually blunt it. And this is what these fools are doing. Every time I use my computer, some idiot has put in some function in the user interface just in case I might need this. Oh, you might want this. Oh, what if this didn't happen? Oh. And that's the mentality of these people. That's how it comes across. It's like an overzealous waiter in a restaurant who's hovering over you, almost trying to make sure that your mouthful of food is performed or whatever is done correctly. These people are sitting there obsessing about controlling every single action the user takes, and it makes you just want to not use the thing because it's over controlled. There's too much control. You have to let the user use the tool, but these guys don't want to let it go. It's like someone designed a spanner, but they won't let go of it so that the user can use it. And the user's like, well, what are you trying to do? Oh no, we think that you should use the spanner this way because we did a study that says that you... And you just pick up the spanner and wallop the guy around the head with it and say, this is a spanner, mate. I've been using a spanner my whole life. Thank you very much. I'll use the spanner as I see fit. And you use it as you see fit. And the guy goes, oh, we didn't realise it could be... And you hit him again and you just say, shut up and go home. Just go home. You've done your job. Software development is done. Stop trying to think it too much. You're in my face. And this is the whole point. These fools, and these are the well-intentioned ones, the ones with the nefarious intentions are at the same time trying to ruin the user experience, to control the user so that they can manipulate the user and insert a feeling of undermining of the user's independence. They try to infantilize the user. Let's treat them like a baby and then we'll control them. He. That same poison crept into advertising, or business naming. You've got these businesses now that are named My whatever, like My Electrician, My Bank, My this, because that's baby talk. They're trying to infantilize the customer, and some people have named their businesses that, thinking, oh, that's just the way things are. And then you're this. This is your... there was a while ago, supermarkets were marketing saying, it's your such and such supermarket name. No, it isn't. Don't lie to the person. It's theirs. It's a business. It doesn't belong to the customer. It doesn't belong to the community at all. It's a business. Pure and simple. It's never going to be anything else. Leave it as is. So all of this lying and misrepresentation and poison is floating around the place, and some people are employing it with nefarious intention, and some people are just overdoing things. You might call it gilding the lily. It's already done. Don't do anything more to it. Just leave it alone. There is a point in any process whereby you've finished. Just leave it alone. Let it go. These guys won't let their product go. And like I said, with Microsoft, you've got on one hand they are part of this New World Order garbage. The way that it's designed, the way the Windows is designed, is purely and simply to try to undermine the feeling of independence and privacy of the user, forcing them to give information over, which is going to drive people away to Linux. That's all it's going to do. And Microsoft's going to be thinking, what went wrong? Where did everyone go? We were trying to... That's what's going to happen. Microsoft is done. They're finished. They've broken the rules. They've broken trust. They're done. They're finished. It just hasn't... The exodus hasn't been completed yet. And then you've got the guys who are just trying to be too controlling. So there are two routes. There's the nefarious, and then there's the well-meaning idiots. So what do we do? Well, The message has to get out that this has to change. It has to be fixed. And this is what happens in business and politics. You have a good period where things are going well, things are run properly, you've got decent people in charge, and the rotters, the rotten people, start planning and plotting. How do we undermine this good thing? How do we destroy it? How do we use it? How do we manipulate it? Right? Because they're weak people. And so they end up producing a plan to destroy and misuse. And then they implement their plan, and everyone looks around going, what the heck is going on? And goodness or decency has to work hard to find a way around it. And this is what's happened. In a broad way, this New World Order garbage is a perfect example of it. It's all behind the scenes, behind closed doors. It's undermined everything, and they're trying desperately to rot as much as they can. They're trying to destroy and degrade everything they can possibly get their hands on. That's destruction. That's the destruction. That's the destructive element in this existence at work. So you have to really, be part of the creative. Be decent. Try not to be run down by what they're doing. Try to find new ways of fixing it. The whole reason I'm making videos is to perform this function, to try to encourage other people to understand what's going on, so that we can work independently or together to fix these kinds of things. And the rotten people can eventually, the destruction they've caused will be fixed. We'll find new ways of doing things that work. That's just the way of life. That's the way things are in the world. So yes, user interface design has been ruined, but it's not terminal. Eventually enough people will realize in that industry that it's fine. I mean, this is what I mean. Like, all of these little tiny tweaks that these people are performing are completely superfluous. What they need to do is literally leave the thing alone. I don't know how to describe this. Like, for example, some programs I open, it remembers everything that I did with the program before. So what if I've been using something private, and it comes next time I open the thing, and let's say that there's someone with me, and they see all my private stuff, whatever it might be, and I'm just like, I don't want that. Oh, but we thought, and that's the problem. Oh, but we thought is the response that the developers have. Stop it. Just stop doing your thinking. Move off. Do something else. It's done. It's finished. It's fixed. It's perfected. It's not even perfected. Leave it imperfect. Leave the tool for the user to use. Stop trying to do everything for them. Look at the way cars are designed nowadays. The manufacturers don't want to let go of the car. You can't do anything on modern cars. Why? It's all about control. Control, and it's going to be broken open. Because that amount of control over people won't tolerate. People will die rather than have that level of control imposed upon them. And these fools don't understand. Leave people be. You can exercise a little bit of direction, but you don't try and wholeheartedly control people, because eventually they'll just get so sick of your nonsense that they'll break it and they'll break free. The human spirit won't allow that level of control, and these people are thinking, yes, but it's not going to happen. It will not succeed. It cannot. It never has, and it never will. People will get to the point where they will literally put their lives at risk to stop it. That's the extreme, but that's life. So you really think people are going to sit there and just accept you controlling them in every aspect of their lives? Get out of here. It's madness. Leave them alone. People want their independence. They want to fix things themselves. They want things that they can actually control themselves. You take that away, you've ruined everything. Oh, but it's for your better interests. Oh, it's because it's good for you. It's safe for you. No. People want risk. For heaven's sake. Stop trying to coddle everybody. Anyway, that's the problem. I don't know what else to say.